In this life, when you deny someone an apology, you will remember it at time you beg forgiveness. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. The limits of the possible can only be defined by going beyond them into the impossible. Though nobody can go back and make a new beginning, anyone can start over and make a new ending. But one of the big lessons I have learned from my journey is you can't please everyone, so don't try. Wake up determined and go to bed satisfied. You can't make someone feel good about themselves until you feel good about yourself. Take your life in your own hands, and what happens? A terrible thing. No one to blame. Don't bite off more than you can chew because nobody looks attractive spitting it back out. Your fear is 100% dependent on you for its survival. One secret of success in life is for a man to be ready for his opportunity when it comes. The time you kill does not die without avenging itself. Sometimes just getting through each day requires almost superhuman strength. It's always too early to quit. Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. There is meaning in every journey that is unknown to the traveler. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. You don't have to like someone, but you have to treat them as you wish to be treated. Fear is not a good teacher. The lessons of fear are quickly forgotten. In this life, when you deny someone an apology, you will remember it at time you beg forgiveness. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. One finds limits by pushing them. Every day is a new day, and you'll never be able to find happiness if you don't move on. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. If plan A doesn't work, the alphabet has 25 more letters, 204 if you're in Japan. You just can't let life happen to you. You have to make life happen. Worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrow. It empties today of its strength. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking permission. The road to success and the road to failure are almost exactly the same. What I was chasing in circles must have been the tail of the darkness inside me. To be successful, you must act big, think big, and talk big. Focus on making yourself better, not on thinking that you are better. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Help someone, you earn a friend. Help someone too much, you make an enemy. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Breathe, let go, and remind yourself that this very moment is the only one you know you have for sure. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Think of each failure, each heartache, and each loss in your life as a lesson in courage and resilience. Whatever the mind can think and perceive, it can achieve. If the path is beautiful, let us not ask where it leads. In the end, everything will be okay. If it's not okay, it's not yet the end. Wisdom is the reward for surviving our own stupidity. Give out what you most want to come back. If there's a single lesson that life teaches us, it's that wishing doesn't make it so. You've got to get obsessed and stay obsessed. There is only one thing more painful than learning from experience, and that is not learning from experience. Courage is feeling fear, not getting rid of fear, and taking action in the face of fear. When you're driving through the darkness, you can only see as far as the headlights shine, but you can make the whole trip that way. It's not the mistake that matters, it's how you interpret the lesson. If you want to increase your success rate, double your failure rate. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. What a wonderful thought it is that some of the best days of our lives haven't happened yet. If you hate starting over, stop quitting. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Your sacred space is where you can find yourself over and over again. Hope itself is like a star, not to be seen in the sunshine of prosperity, and only to be discovered in the night of adversity. Your greatest self has been waiting your whole life. Don't make it wait any longer. The future is always beginning now. A man who wakes up and finds himself a success hasn't been asleep. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. If it makes you nervous, you're doing it right. Avoid doing the same you always do, or the day will feel like an incoming tide. You take people, you put them on a journey, you give them peril, you find out who they really are. Time management is about life management. In any given moment, we have two options to step forward into growth or step back into safety. You only struggle because you're ready to grow, but aren't willing to let go. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. What to do with a mistake? Recognize it, admit it, learn from it, forget it. You've got to know when it's time to turn the page. Knowing when to forgive yourself and correct yourself is a blessing. At some point, you have to divorce yourself from doing the things that other people want from you. How hurtful it can be to deny one's true self and live a life of lies just to appease others. No matter how hard you kick, no matter how high you get, you can't go all the way around. Happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to deal with them. I have learned all kinds of things from my many mistakes. The one thing I never learn is to stop making them. The hardest thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. Adversity introduces a man to himself. The task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you. You think you know someone, but mostly you just know what you want to know. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. All we are is the result of all we have thought. To overcome fear is the quickest way to gain your self-confidence. Your future self is watching you through your memories. There came a time when you realized that moving on was pointless, that you took yourself with you wherever you went. One of the fastest ways to improve your life is to simply do what you said you were going to do. Betray a friend, and you'll often find you have ruined yourself. Emotion without reason lets people walk all over you. Reason without emotion is a mask for cruelty. Just like there's always time for pain, there's always time for healing. What a waste my life would be without all the beautiful mistakes I've made. Once you realize you deserve a bright future, letting go of your dark past is the best choice you will ever make. You can't turn back the clock, but you can wind it up again. Actions speak louder than words, and a smile says, "I like you. You make me happy. I'm glad to see you." You can't wait around for something to become good. It either is or isn't. Challenge and adversity are meant to help you know who you are. Storms hit your weakness, but unlock your true strength. In every success story, you will find someone who has made a courageous decision. Being safe doesn't mean you won't be sorry. Your time is way too valuable to be wasting on people that can't accept who you are. A wise man will never tell a woman two things: his true feelings and his balance account. There is no tomorrow and there was no yesterday. If you truly want to accomplish your goals, you must engulf yourself in today. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Folks are usually about as happy as they make up their minds to be. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Don't carry your mistakes around with you. Instead, place them under your feet and use them as stepping stones to rise above them. The past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power. Forgive, but do not forget, or you will be hurt again. Forgiving changes the perspectives. Forgetting loses the lesson. The trouble is, if you don't risk anything, you risk more. And in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years.